Well, hello and good day to all of you wonderful viewers out there. Hi, I'm Awesome Joe, and thank you guys so much for taking the time of your day to watching another episode of Awesome Joe's Movie Reviews. And today we're going to be talking about the newly released film from Disney and Pixar's Lightyear. Now, this is a movie that I was really excited for when they first announced it, and having to know that it was actually happening, oh my goodness, I just could not believe it. This is something that's really a very interesting take on the world of Toy Story, because the way that I look at it is that I was trying to figure out as to in what way does this movie tie itself to be in any relation at all whatsoever to the Toy Story movies. Of course, we all know what Toy Story is. Toy Story is what started Pixar, and even though there were some Pixar shorts before, but Toy Story was the first Pixar movie, and it got a lot of people just huge fans of the franchise. And having to take it to a whole different direction is a really great decision that they did. And the thing that I love about this movie, well, first of all, this movie is directed by Angus McLean, who happens to be part of so many different Pixar products that they had developed, including Toy Story itself. It's great that he is a part of this project to direct it, and I'd have to say, by far, this is a magnificent film. There are some negative aspects to the film, of course. There's no movie out there that is perfect, but this movie really did do a lot of good for me. There's so many positives that I look to the movie that I find that it is pure Pixar, and and there are some aspects to the film as well that that the world is just going to have to start accepting, and knowing that things are changing, things are getting better, and change is good, even though sometimes it may seem a little bit different in the beginning and a little uncomfortable. Eventually, we'll warm up to it and accept the idea that this isn't bad. So, I love how the movie first starts off with this little note posting that back in 1995, when a little boy named Andy gets a toy for his birthday, a Buzz Lightyear action figure from his favorite movie. And I love how at the end it says, "This is that movie." So I love the fact that, and you guys are asking yourself this question too, is, Joe, Awesome Joe, don't you not do any movie reviews based off of animated movies? Well, let me go ahead and speculate on this. Yes, it is an animated movie to us audiences, but according to Andy, the boy character that we all know from the Toy Story movies, according to this movie, this is the movie that he watched, that he admired, that he loved so much that he had to have the action figure toy, which of course he did. And so in a way, it is live action. So I kind of cheated my way out of that. I was just thinking about that when I was writing down my notes. Like, how can I explain this? Well, and plus the fact it's Disney and Pixar, and it's Buzz Lightyear. Who doesn't love Buzz Lightyear? I mean, I even got a Buzz Lightyear action figure toy when I was a kid, when the first Toy Story movie came out. I mean, yeah, Buzz Lightyear is a huge thing. And I just love on how they just really put a lot of Toy Story references throughout this movie in relation to the Buzz Lightyear action figure, to give you the sort of feel of knowing as to where this character comes from, as to why he is the way he is, transferring it over to this live action version, movie version of the character. So, and mostly a lot of people are very familiar with the fact that the voice of Buzz Lightyear is none other than Tim Allen. but they went ahead and changed things a bit. At first, I was kind of wondering as to whether or not it would have been a good idea to bring Tim Allen back to doing this, or to give us a fresh new voice, which of course they bring in when they made the first announcement, Mr. Chris Evans, Captain America himself. I was wondering, and when not even 5 seconds later, I said, you know what? That's an interesting choice. And you know what? I like it. And when I heard Chris Evans' voice doing the Buzz Lightyear character for this movie, when I went ahead and watched it, I actually accepted it. I really did accept it. There are some times where his voice sounds very much like what Tim Allen would do, but I can also tell as well that he made this character his own, because this is a whole different, fresh, new take on the Buzz Lightyear character. There are some relations to the toy figure that we all know and love from the Toy Story movies, but of course this is a new, different take on the character, and I love on how Chris Evans really brings it to the table and makes it his own. And you know what? It really does make a lot of sense, because I remember I saw an interview with, I believe it was with Tim Allen, and Tim Allen said that, it wasn't Tim Allen, it was Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks, who does the voice of Woody in the Toy Story movies, he was questioned that since he does the voice of the character Woody in the movies, when you hold an actual Woody doll and pull the string and hear the voice, he admits that it's not his voice. It's a completely different voice. It sounds like him, but it's not him. And so in a way, that it kind of related that to this Lightyear movie. You got Chris Evans, who is the actual voice of Buzz Lightyear, and then the toy version, which is a completely different voice, which is Tim Allen's voice. So as much as I love Tim Allen, as much as I would love to hear his voice played again in this movie, to playing the same character that he has been connected to through decades of, it's great to know that we got a fresh new take on the voice, and it's very highly acceptable from Captain America himself, Mr. Chris Evans. So I give huge bravos for that. The only thing that I found that was a little disappointing for me is, since Tim Allen is a very favorable and rememberable character, and not having to coming back to reprising his role voice-wise, it would have been cool if we had at least a voice cameo of him playing a completely different character. It doesn't have to sound like the toy Buzz Lightyear, but he can change it up a bit and make it his own, just to have a little cameo in it, since he is the original voice of Buzz Lightyear. So it would have been great, but it was a missed opportunity. Possibly if there is a sequel, they might do that idea. So another star of this movie is named Alicia Hawthorne, which is played by Uzo Aduba, which we all know her from the Orange is the New Black Netflix TV show. And she is Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger partner. And the whole moral of this story, the whole thing that goes on with this, is a thing that they're stranded on a strange planet, and they get themselves really related to the planet, making it their home within time. But within time, Buzz Lightyear is on a mission to succeed and getting everybody home, because they are now stranded on that planet, and it's his fault because of his heroic selfishness. He could have gotten help from his team, but instead he decided to do it on his own, which is really put a lot of everybody in jeopardizing their lives. So he tries to find a way to getting everybody back up into space, and in order to do that, he has to go through light speed, which is the speed of light that happens to jump through time. And that's what happens. He does it several times, and within those several times, you see the characters that he is very familiar with aging through time. And then by the time it comes to where he's finally found a way he's finally found a solution to the issue, everyone that he's known and loved has already aged and has already passed. And when it comes to this character, Alicia Hawthorne, she's a huge inspiration to Buzz Lightyear. She's the one who really molded him and made him the really heroic character that he is in this movie. It's just that he has a few kinks that he needs to fix up on. So, and it's very sad. It feels very Pixar-ish, and there's a lot of drama in this that really would put a lot of tears in your eyes. Having to know that, because like you guys know me, I love time travel movies, and this is one of them. And because of it being one of them, it really captured my attention. And one thing when it comes to audiences, it doesn't bother me. It bothered me to know that it's going to bother other audiences. So there is a same-sex relationship, meaning there is a woman in a relationship with another woman. At the entire time, like I said, all I was thinking about is audiences are going to have an issue with this. Me, personally, I don't care. That's not part of the movie for me. The part of the movie for me is, what it's supposed to be. And honestly, when it comes to those in particular situations, I don't really put any attention on it. That's just how the world is, and they are bringing it into the world of entertainment, and it's here. Especially with now Disney. Disney's making a lot of huge changes, things that we're not very familiar with. We're always used to Disney being very child-friendly but, like I said, within time, things do happen to change for the better good, and this is a step that they are really putting themselves out with. So it's in there, and I would really ask for everybody, if you find it an issue, please don't put any attention on it. Focus on the movie. Enjoy the movie. I guarantee to you, you guys will love it. By the way, do not put any, continue to enjoy and love the Toy Story version of Buzz Lightyear in the movies and in the animated TV show that was on Saturday mornings, if you all remember. I do. So try not to put any attention on that. Just focus on the movie as to what it is, because like I said, this is a new take on the character, and don't find it to be anywhere connected to the movies and TV shows, or including the animated shorts. Just focus on the movie itself alone. Like I said, there are Toy Story references, but that does not mean it clicks to any of the movies. So it's just the build-up of the character itself. So and then there's another character called Izzy Hawthorne, which is played by Keke Palmer, and she is the granddaughter to Alicia Hawthorne. And I love on how the friendship continues to revive itself between her and Buzz Lightyear, even though it is decades later into the future and his best friend had passed. He has to really learn how to become a team player with his friend's granddaughter, developing that friendship between the two, and including a few others that are a part of the Space Ranger team. You got Darby Steele, which is voiced by Dale Solis, and she's really great. She's a very elderly woman who's under probation for an in particular crime that's not really revealed until the ending of the movie, and you're just like, okay, very comedic. And she's a bomb maker, so it was great getting to seeing that. And then you get Mo Morrison, which is actually voiced by Taika Waititi. Interesting, and I love it how they always continue to. He pops up the pen out of his suit. It is fascinating, when I do that with my cell phone. You see the stylus pen just in, out, in, out, in, out. It was just really fun. And you see it with the spacesuit, and it's really cool. I get fascinated, too, whenever I fiddle around with a new gadget, and having to know that, oh, hey, look at that little secret compartment there, or, hey, this has Bluetooth speaker. Interesting. Wow, fun. So I love that. But it was great getting to seeing them, but they're very clumsy. They're very, very clumsy. They have a lot of clumsy actions, and because of it, Buzz Lightyear actually relates to that, and it does jeopardize his mission, but it really reflects to Buzz's relationship as to how he started off with, and he was able to build himself up with the great friendship that he had with Alicia Hawthorne, his original friend, decades ago. So in a way, he can relate, and it really builds up that teamwork that he has with these new individuals in this new time that he has found himself in. And now, one character that I was really questioning about as to whether or not I was going to favor this or not, because of what we saw in the trailers, actually happens to be a very favorable character This is, every time when I see this character, I immediately get so excited because all I had on my face was a huge smile because I love this character. Socks. Socks is a robotic kitty cat, which is a good companion that Alicia had given to Buzz Lightyear just to keep him company and be there for him whenever he's in a time of socialization. And he kind of reminds me of R2-D2, and I don't know if you remember this character. It's like a teddy bear robotic character in the movie Steven Spielberg's AI. Kind of reminded me of that. And there were several times where this robotic cat was in critical situations that I was the entire time crossing my fingers and hoping, please don't kill this character off. Please don't kill this character off. And because if they did, it would really break my heart. And Pixar has a habit of doing that in a very good way. But this one, it's like if you did it, oh my goodness, you will literally pull my heart out and stomp it on the ground and step on it so many times. I mean, I loved this character, Socks. It was very fun and comedic, and I had a great time with this, and I would really love to see more. If they even have I haven't really put any attention on it, but if they have an action figure or a toy or like a really good toy size, I would buy it because this character Socks is really awesome. I really did love this character, voiced by Peter Sohn. So it was really great. I loved that robotic cat. It was really great. So now for the big bad of the movie, Zurg. Zurg does pop up in this. He appeared in Toy Story 2 as Buzz Lightyear's alter ego, and I really do love the chemistry between the two. Now, it was very Star Wars-ish, having to reveal it, because he does have some Darth Vader resemblances, including having the fact of being Buzz Lightyear's father. Is voiced by James Brolin. If you guys are not familiar with him, he's actually Josh Brolin's dad. And it was great getting to listen to his voice, but I think if anything, I would have loved it a lot better if it was actually Tim Allen's voice. Not exactly like Buzz Lightyear voice-ish, but Tim Allen's voice in a very sinister villain-like. It would have been really great, or just a small little character voiceover. So it would have been really great if if they would have had Tim Allen cameo in this for a brief scene, anything. So when it comes to the ending of the movie, I want to go ahead and point this out. Okay, I had to find this out the hard way. Now I was kind of speculating as to whether or not they were going to have any end credit scenes. I did get to see one, and it had to deal with a laser dome having to, buzz one of those alien bugs, that surrounds their entire space colony. So, and it was really fun getting to see. There was a little laugh there. And I'm thinking, okay, that should be it, right? Because, this is a Pixar movie. It's not like a Marvel movie where you have to stay all the way to the ending of the credits to know for a fact if there is anything at all. Well, okay, I was wrong. I found out that there are actually 2 more end credit scenes, so a total of 3. I got so angry with myself. That's why I always say, sit at the movie theaters. You never know what might happen. Even if there is or is not an end credit scene, it is a tremendous amount of respect for the cast and crew who put a lot of hard work and love and soul into these movies. And it's best to just be very respectful and sit back, relax, enjoy the music, and just read through the credits. It's always fun. So, lesson learned for me, but I want to point it out to all of you wonderful viewers out there, you wonderful movie lovers, that there are 2 more end credit scenes. One happens to be about a robot who continues to refresh the plan and is continuously doing it throughout the entire movie, and we still see that he's still doing it. So a little more comedic end credit scenes going on there. So you would think that would be it because it plays the Disney logo, it plays the Pixar logo, and you think that should be it, right? Unfortunately not. There's still one more end credit scene. Now you know that there's always a final fight between the hero and the villain. The villain always loses. Well, we all know that the villain is Zurg, okay? But then it shows that Zurg is still alive. Well, actually alive, question mark, because the lights come up and everything like that. But just having to know that he's still alive, and if there's a possible sequel for this movie, I'm really excited, and I cannot wait to see what they have planned next. So it's really interesting, and there is a huge reveal that does happen in this movie that I was kind of speculating and wondering, where is this leading itself towards? And I'm kind of, lurking myself to thinking, okay, I think this is what's happening, and I think this is what's going to happen. And instead, it turns into a completely other thing, and it was actually better. It actually was very relevant to the story. So I really did like what they did, and it really does put everything together. And like I said, I cannot wait to see if there is a possible sequel, what they intend on doing next. So Rotten Tomatoes went ahead and gave this movie a 79%. Very, very impressive percentage, if you'd ask me. And for me, the way that I found the movie, as much as I highly admired the film and enjoyed it, fully entertained, the only thing I really just disliked about it is the fact that there was no Tim Allen voice cameo. I would have wanted that so badly, and if it was there, it would have been the perfect movie, perfect Pixar movie. And plus the fact I really did enjoy too the Buzz Lightyear outfit, very high tech, very detailed. I love the way it looked, and it even gets an upgrade towards the ending of the movie, making it look a little more Toy Story-ish, and which I really did love a lot. But when it comes to the movie altogether, my rating for Disney's Pixar's Lightyear, I give an 82%. So really great rating. Like I said, I was really entertained. It is a great Pixar movie. I really do admire it very much. I usually do enjoy Pixar movies, usually the majority of the time. So it's great to know that Lightyear is a huge plus on my list. And I would be looking forward to watching this movie over again in theaters. And I really do encourage all of you out there, you wonderful viewers, that if you haven't watched Lightyear just yet, go ahead and check it out. I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy it as much as I did. And just to know also is that if they were to have entitled this movie Buzz Lightyear instead of Lightyear, people would have gotten confused and say, so where's the toy at? It's not the toy. This is a live action version of the character. So wanted to just point that out. And in a way, it is like Captain America, but in space. So anyways, you guys, that's my review for Disney Pixar's Lightyear. What did you guys think? Have you checked this movie out? If you have any questions, comments, complaints, or concerns, please feel free to leave it down in the comment section on the bottom. Let's have an awesome time talking about this movie or any movies that you like to talk about in general, because I love to talk about movies, but most importantly, I love to talk about them with you. And don't forget that you can check out some more of my videos on Facebook and on YouTube. Just look me up at Awesome Joe Movie Reviews. Don't forget to click on that like and subscribe button, everybody. I really do appreciate everyone's support on my channel, because I love to talk about movies, you guys, and even TV shows as well. There are so many projects coming up that it's really hard for me to stay track on. The next two Obi-Wan episodes, I'm actually in development on right now. And then there's also Miss Marvel that's out there as well too. And I know that we got Elvis that's coming out next week, and then we're getting Thor: Love and Thunder, Minions: The Rise of Gru. Just so much stuff that's happening. Nope, the movie Nope. There's, like I said, so much is going on. Very, very busy. So I really do appreciate everybody out there watching these videos. It does take a lot of hard work and time and a lot of patience. So I really do appreciate everyone taking in the time to watching these videos. So once more again, everyone, thank you guys so much. I'm Awesome Joe. Keep on living the dream. And as always, stay awesome. Thanks you guys once more again, and I'll see everybody in the next video. Bye.